I'm Emily. I'm a clay artist in Montreal, Canada. I usually work with polymer clay, but today we are gonna try the Mini Pottery Wheel with some air dry clay. We're not gonna do full-on ceramics today, like kiln type stuff, because I just don't have the learnage for that. I have done an intro class to pottery wheel, so I kind of know a little of the basics. Still, I'm not very practiced, so we'll see. This is what it looks like. It's a little turntable like this. It comes with a little cord so that you can like change the speed and stuff. First, we're just gonna prepare the area. We're just gonna wet it a little bit. So I'm gonna put it just a little bit faster. So as you see, like, it really doesn't take much force to stop the wheel. Even if you put it a lot faster, it's really not strong. So I'm trying to make a cone now, but it's really not working. You kind of have to work it with your fingers mostly, because your hands are like too strong. I really want to make a cone, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Maybe it's the type of clay? I don't know. I don't want to blame it on the clay. Isn't that like such a loser move? See if I can make a little hole. I'm putting it down. Ooh, I'm making a little hole. Fun. Then I'm just gonna try and widen it a little bit. Ooh. So it kind of got out of hand. It's pretty hard to make a cone for sure. One of the first steps is that like you make it into a little ball, you ensure that it's really like stuck to the platform, and then after you start with a cone and then you bring it down in the middle. I mean, I'm gonna try again. Try number 2, all right? Let's do it. I'm gonna start with another piece of clay because this one is like too moist now. I'm gonna try and make a cone again, but I really don't think it's gonna happen. Okay, maybe we can narrow it a little bit. Really have to wet your fingers very often. I'm getting clay everywhere. I'm covered in clay, even my shirt. I should have put on like one of my boyfriend's t-shirts, you know? Does that mean? I don't know. Cone is becoming cone. It looks like a dog bowl. I've seen like artists do a bunch of like mini stuff, and I really don't understand how they just mainly do that. I guess they must be really good at their craft, because this is like quite hard. I'm not even gonna lie. We don't have the cone, but we've got like the little donut. So now we're gonna just stick our finger in the middle, and we're gonna make a little hole. The thing is that you don't want the hole to be too deep because you want to have enough clay at the very bottom so that when it dries, it doesn't crack. The measurement for that, I don't really know, because right now I'm making something minuscule, and when I was making something much larger, it actually required about 1.5 centimeters maybe or so of space between the very bottom and the end of the bottom, basically. Right now, I'm just gonna make something for fun, so please don't take my recommendations word for word. Okay, like we're not far from the bottom, so now I'm gonna open up the hole. So let's do it. So I'm just sticking my finger in like this to open up the bottom part, and I'm pulling towards me. All right, so we kind of have like a little cylinder going on here. I'm gonna make the hole a little bit deeper. And then we're just gonna keep pulling and opening. Now, I'm gonna try and bring up the clay. This is the hard part for me. It's gotten a little bit higher. So let's just see what it looks like right now. Just want to turn it off to see. All right, so the edge is like a little bit effed, but you know, that's fine. The bottom is like quite wide, so we'd want to like make it a little bit more narrow at the bottom for sure. So I'm just flattening out the top because it was a little wide. We're evening out the top. See, so I'm making it, it's coming up with me. All right, it's not terrible. Let me go clean my hands, and we're gonna try and cut at the bottom. So we're gonna turn it back on, but we're gonna carve at the bottom with this here. It's easier to even bring up the clay with this thing. Alternative tricks for you. And then we can kind of close in the hole as well. Like this here. So that's the little finished product. It's like not completely even, but it's somewhat even. Got a little pot. Maybe it's like a little votive candle holder. And then yeah. Anyway, so now I'm gonna try and remove it. Good luck to me. Is this still filming? Yeah. I've got my floss. Add a little bit of water here just to like make it extra kind of slippery. And you take this, you press it really hard to the bottom, and then you come and cut this underneath. Ugh. We're gonna take him like this and just put him here to dry. All right, so we're a few days out. Everything is dry now, so I'm gonna paint them. I think I might sand them down like a little bit. I have like a little nail file. Don't use this. I mean, use it if you want, but it's not the best probably.